Oh my God, do we have so much to talk about, man. FIFA Fridays, once again in full effect. Welcome, hit that like button. Y'all know what's up, and ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to FIFA Fridays.
Yes, sir. Alright, now listen, man. Unrivaled, let's get straight into it, okay? Unrivaled came out with a statement announcing a 22-minute video releasing the roster of their players, and fans was wondering if Kaylin decided to play with Unrivaled. Now listen, right? I know, and most of y'all probably know already, but you know, for the people that don't, we're gonna address that today. They tried to come out with a 22-minute video announcing the roster, and you know what's the saddest part? They didn't even premiere it. Hey, they uploaded it, and they literally just uploaded it as a video like that. I don't know who was doing. They should have let me upload it for all that and just slide me a little check. You know what I'm saying? Venom would have handled it. But nonetheless, they did upload a statement talking about Kaylin. No, not talking about Kaylin, but they hinted at it. And I'm going to show you how it looks. All right, so listen, okay. This is what they said. They said, Unrivaled basketball page posted this on X. They said, my boss told me to tell you, send this to your boss, right? Tune into the club selection presented by State Farm tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So we was all like, okay, cool. All right, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, all right, before we get to reading this, I want to give my you know what I'm saying, my thoughts on this. I thought Kaylin, I didn't want Kaylin to join Unrivaled, and the reason being is that she went through so much. You know what I'm saying? Like Kaylin, like I feel like her influence, and everything, she's brought so much to the league, of the viewership, everything. Like, they don't deserve this right now. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against Unrivaled. You know what I'm saying? They do their thing. I hope they prosper on their own. But just Kaylin deserved a break. She had a year plus of playing basketball. She had a year. Like, the only thing she had was that Olympic break, really. You know what I'm saying? She didn't really have a real break for real. And now she finally has a reset button, a new coaching staff, a new president, a new GM. They constructing a new roster. Like did I mention a new coach, and then they ex-coach getting fired? Like, it's so much changes that's happening. Kaylin's working on a game. I'm pretty sure she's gonna perfect that floater. She's working on her left hand most likely. She's getting her team up to speed about how to play next year. Oh my God, yo, we gonna get into some stuff in this reaction. Okay, let's get straight into what they said though. So, this is Unrivaled page itself. Let me move my camera to the right side real quick. Hold on. Let me move this. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got to be a little professional on this FIFA Fridays now. It ain't just your average day in Venom's office, you know. Now, they said on November 20th, Dear Management, what might seem like an average Wednesday in November is in fact a momentous occasion for those who follow women's professional basketball. Please excuse blank. That's what we like. What name is that? From 11 a.m. to 11:22 a.m.
C22.
Yo, it don't, like, I've never seen nothing more odd than this. They've never seen a timing so odd than something like this. From 11 a.m. to 11:22 a.m. Eastern time, right? So that they can watch the Unrivaled Basketball's club selection presented by State Farm. Let's be clear. This is not just another roster announcement. This is the moment that sets the foundation for the inaugural season of the new star-studded 3v3 league. That right there, I was like, whoa. Because they already got the roster set up, but they said, let's be clear, this is not just another roster announcement, meaning this is something huge. This is the moment that sets the foundation. And who's better to start the foundation than somebody as big as Kaylin? And then they said, tipping off on January 17th, 2025, 3 days before my birthday, 5 days before Kaylin's birthday, in Miami, and airing on TNT and Max. Will teammates join each other in Unrivaled, friends, foes? All will be revealed at 11 a.m. Eastern time on Unrivaled YouTube channel. If it hasn't become abundantly clear yet, you may want to consider creating a calendar hold with a reminder for yourself. Might as well invite the whole company. Drop that YouTube link while you're at it. Either way, your aforementioned loyal employee will not be available between 11 a.m. and 11:22 again, once again. So that's 2 times they mentioned 11 to 11:22, and like they knew what they was doing right here. They knew what they was doing. Like I'm saying, the comments even knew what they was doing. Now, with that being said, let's move on to what else with Kaylin. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Kaylin being who Kaylin is right now, she never even declined to play publicly. This is how genuine Kaylin Clark is. Like, she didn't come, she could have came out and said, no, I'm not playing. She could have came out and said, yes, I am playing. She just said, every time they asked her, no, I haven't made my mind up yet. I didn't decide yet. And that's what you do because you did. For one, you don't hurt the business. For the people who want to blindly, you know what I'm saying, go support. Like, basically, Kaylin being who Kaylin is, she never declined to play publicly. She was willing to let Unrivaled make money off the blind assumption if she decided to play or not until they did this. Now we're going to go into what they did. All right, so do not mind the fire trucks in the background. But look, okay, this is the roster that we have. This is what they did. And I'm going to show you what they did after announcing the roster, which is why things went left, okay? So, they announced the first team, the Vinyl. They got Enrique, they got Ryan Howard, they got Aaliyah Boston, Miss Bow. You know what I mean? They got Jordan Canada, Ray Burrell. I'm sorry if I'm crucifying their names, and Dearica Hampy, right? On the roles, they got Chelsea Gray, Kalia Copper, Angel Reese, Brittany Skies, and Lexi Hall herself. Y'all know Lexi. And Azura Stevens, right? You got Jewel Lloyd, Dejanay Carrington, Brianna Stewart, Courtney Vandersloot, Rakia Jackson, and Aaliyah Edwards. Skylar Diggins Smith. On the Lunar Owls, Alicia Gray, Nafisa, Natasha Cloud, Shakira Austin, and then you have a wild card, right? Now, this wild card right here left fans wondering, okay, is Kaylin going to play with one of these wild card teams? Let's mention the other two teams before we get to that wild card, right? You got Jackie Young, Marina Mabry, Satu Sabali. Satu, hey. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Satu. Hey, Satu. You know what I'm saying? We love you over here in Indy. You know what I mean? But listen. Tiffany Hayes, another wild card, and Brittany Griner. Kelsey Plum on the next team. The Laces? Laces. Kelsey Plum, Kayla McBride, Alyssa Thomas, Courtney Williams, Kate Martin. Shout out to Kate Martin and Stephanie Dawson. All right, now let's talk about the wild card teams. You got Jackie Young, you got Marina Mabry, and Tiffany Hayes on the same team, right? And keep in mind, Unrivaled did not mention Caitlin Clark in his new roster announcement on any of their teams. And ironic enough, there were only 2 incomplete teams right here, as you can see, which left fans to wonder, right? And keep in mind, one of the wild card teams has Skylar Diggins. And we already know Kaylin is not playing with Skylar Diggins. And the other team had Tiffany Hayes, Jackie Young, Marina Mabry. If Kaylin went there, that would be 4 guards basically on one team. That made no sense. We never saw it happen. And to be honest, like the fans who know basketball, this is how I feel about Unrivaled, okay? I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is how I feel about Unrivaled. Unrivaled literally tried to block. Let's show the schedule. As you can see, on the same day, November 20th, it literally only took a couple of hours. A couple of hours for them to release the schedule. And that alone, without announcing Caitlin Clark, was already crazy to us. A lot of our fans was like, why did we wait all that time if you're not going to announce Caitlin Clark playing? Why would you do that? You talking about 11 a.m. to 11:22. I'm waking up wiping crust out my eyes, looking like face swollen than ever. Like I got hit with a bowling ball. Looking at my TV when the one side trying to make sure Caitlin got drafted. And you going to sit here and tell me that it's a wild card? You're not going to mention C22? You going to do us like that? You know what? It's cool. Maybe you and Caitlin got something planned in the background. All right, cool, right? We took it on the chin. Like, all right, let's wait. They announced the schedule now. Whoa, hold on. What are you doing? You announcing the schedule? You want me to pay my hard working money in this high economy, this inflated economy? You want me to spend my hard working money on tickets and I don't even know if I get to see my favorite girl play?
C22.
Oh, you take me for a fool, right? That's basically what you say about Caitlin Clark. All right, cool. So the second that they did this, you know what our girl gonna do? You know what C22 gonna do? Look, what does Caitlin Clark do in a couple of hours? Look out for her fans as she always do and comes out and say, not herself, but sources next to her. Breaking news, Indiana Fever star guard Caitlin Clark will indeed not play in the new 3-on-3 league Unrivaled in its upcoming inaugural season. If that don't tell you everything, this girl, she knows like, oh my God, I tried not to. Like they set Kaylin up so bad. This is why it's so, like, I have to go hard for C22 because I see it. Like, the more I'm invested into it, the more I see how much she deals with. They literally set her up. She said, I didn't make my mind up. What do? You still try to, it's like you still try to set the promotion up to make it look like Kaylin is going to play. So now when Kaylin doesn't play, because you did that behind her back, it messes up her trust with her fans, right? Now, she comes out and says she's not playing. Oh, she's going to be responsible for the downfall of the Unrivaled League. Oh, now Caitlin Clark is seen as immature. Like, she's not being fair. Like, it's a lose-lose situation when you could have just did it your own lane, made your own lane, start your own business, and let Caitlin join later on. Why? Like, I don't understand why. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, like, you could just look at even what fans are saying. Like, TNT made a deal with Unrivaled because they thought they could lure Caitlin Clark with a huge offer. Unrivaled signed Caitlin Clark's two best friend and her all-star teammate to further try to lure her. And it's absolutely insane how much value Caitlin Clark has brought to Unrivaled and her friends and teammates in spite of her not even playing. The gravity's insane on and off the court. This is the C22 effect. Okay? C22. She does not have to play, and yet you can see what kind of impact she has on the floor. Like, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, you should have just made your own lane. And I promise you, Caitlin Clark would have never said nothing. You would still be able to make your money, sell your tickets without trying to profit off of her name. Like, for one, you trying to make money off her and you ain't even paying her? Like, are you serious? You ain't even slide her a little bag and you trying to use 11 a.m. to 11:22. That was, I don't know who thought about it. That was no class. You know what I'm saying? Y'all forced Caitlin Clark's hand, and I know she did not want to do that, but she definitely not letting her fans spend money to not see her play. You know what I'm saying? So we got another tweet says, I'll tell you guys a secret. Unrivaled was outbid by the FIFA organization and the WNBA. No way they were taking a chance of Caitlin Clark, the biggest draw in women's sports history, getting injured by playing meaningless 3v3 basketball. Unrivaled never made sense for her, and I 100% agree. She shouldn't be getting injured. That literally ends, I think, in like what, March? The season starts in May. You don't want to risk no type of injury, because God forbid she gets injured in March, has to rehab for a month, and now she's ramping up in April. Like, no, like, now you need Caitlin Clark coming into the season fully healthy, ready, locked in, fully conditioned. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that. We got another clip.
I don't think, as it relates to her peers in the WNBA, she can't win one way or the other, because now she's going to be blamed when this league doesn't work and it draws horrible ratings. Well, Caitlin Clark had supported us, blah, blah, blah. We got to work together as a team, blah, blah, blah. Where I'll be sitting there and this league will prove once again, hey, without Caitlin Clark, you don't have
right. There's no league.
You don't
right.
have
literally.
You don't have anything. It's so bad. Or I'm talking about basketball, American basketball, men's and women, is in such bad shape and is so dependent upon Caitlin Clark. You know, the NBA is trying to get Caitlin Clark involved in their All-Star weekend.
C22 out there making it happen. They try to get her in any way possible, yo. It's never been somebody this influential, like, of all time. I'm talking about men and women. Caitlin Clark is on another level. Like, this kind of influence is going to be studied for the next generations to come, right?
In some kind of three-point shooting contest with her and Sabrina Ionescu against Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, or Steph Curry and somebody. They want to bring the Caitlin Clark effect to the NBA All-Star weekend, and it would work. If I'm Caitlin Clark, I think I may pass on that as well.
Facts. I'm passing on that. I'm passing on everything. They trying to get me. Caitlin. Oh my God. I wish I could talk to Caitlin directly. Guys, comment a message you want to send Caitlin right now. I'll read y'all comment. Just comment what y'all want, like a message. If you could talk to Caitlin right now, what would you tell her? This is what I would tell Caitlin. Caitlin, lock in on yourself. What you did in your rookie year, chef's kiss, amazing. We loved it. We see the potential. You've carried. You did everything when the whole system was set against you. You still lifted this team and put it on your back. We can never ask for, you know what I'm saying? We can never say you ain't give it your all. Now look at this, right? Imagine what you can do with a full year to, well, not a literal full year, but a year to hone in on the offseason, practice your skills with the professional tools. I mean, not tools, professional, trainers, and all this, everything being pushed behind you. What can you do, Caitlin? Like, just actually think about that. You will come into next season. You have a new staff, new coaching, a new coach, a new president, a new GM. Like, you have everything. It's nothing. The roster. I'm so confident in this front office. I sleep at night good, knowing that this is what the front office looks like. I don't have to be stubborn about, like, oh my God, what are they thinking? What are they gonna do? Damn, is it going? Like, I don't have to worry about none of that. when it comes to this front office. Like, you see the genuine vibes now. Everybody's happy. The girls like, oh my God, I'm so happy. Like, it's just a reset button, because I was so scared that we was going to have the same thing, the same culture. And it was just like, no, not again. The only thing is one more person on the roster, but we ain't even going to indulge in that right now.
Although if she does show up, and she that would be the event of the men's NBA All-Star Weekend. That would be bigger than the game. Oof. It'd be bigger than the dunk contest. It'd be bigger than any and everything else. That would be a feather in her cap.
Facts.
But I'm not sure if I would give it to the NBA. They have made such a mess of their league with the politics, the victimization, LeBron dirtying up the game with his son.
All right. More of the story, I get the picture though, you know. And keep in mind, Caitlyn has an event in February. I think it's a speaking event. I'm not too sure about it, but I know she has an event in February. And if I'm not mistaken, Unrivaled play game Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and Saturdays, right? So if she has an event on Tuesday, she would have to literally leave, catch up. Like, that's too much. That's what it was, another sign that I knew that she wasn't gonna be in Unrivaled, right? Anyways, let's talk about the potential of these players, okay? I'm going to be honest with y'all. The potential of all these players will come out next season. Like, this next season that's coming up, I know y'all so anxious. Yeah, guys, y'all wasn't going to tell me I didn't have the FIFA counter up. What? Ain't no way, y'all. Let's get that counter up there right now. Where's the FIFA logo, y'all? Oh, there we go. Wrong logo. Like, what are we doing right now? What are we doing right now? There we go. All right. Now, before we get into this film, let's talk about some things, okay? Let's talk about the potential of all these players that will come out next season, especially for the FIFA. Imagine making it to the WNBA pre-Caitlyn, where there's no care for the sport. And I know there were fans before Caitlyn, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to disrespect the league, but the way Caitlyn multiplied the viewership, whatever the numbers were before her, she could laugh at it, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I say that to say this. Playing alongside Caitlyn for a season, you got a taste already of what it feels like to have your hard work mean something. And don't take no offense when I say there was nothing to really play for back then, okay? But with the huge audience and the TV deals, and when I say there was nothing to play for, I mean like the way they about to start getting paid. We're gonna be looking back on this like, damn, they was really playing for crumbs, and now look at what these girls doing with these $1 billion TV deals. These girls is actually getting their worth now that they working hard for. You know what I'm saying? These girls actually have something to work for right now. All these years, so many legends didn't get acknowledged. But now with all these new eyes, including mine on the league, you can expect to give these girls like more fuel to the fire. Shout out to the current girls who put in the work before all this new money came in and the TV deals. You can tell who worked hard like before all of this, like the Kelsey Mitchells, the Enriques, the Ajas, the Fees, the Satus, you know what I'm saying? And it's so much more that I'm not even naming off the top of my head. I say all of that to say this though, right? I bet you everyone on the Fever is going to put in the most work they've ever put in the offseason this year. Facts. Let's talk about Lexi Hall. You want to talk about Lexi? I expect Lexi Hall's shooting to improve to another level. It sounds crazy considering she was the best three-point shooter in the whole league last year. We saw how much she could improve in just 1 month with Caitlyn, right? And the whole team. I can only imagine how much she adds to her game. The Caitlyn effect is no joke. It's players that come around you and they either elevate you by force or they remove you, like they weed you out by force. Like as we see with Alyssa. You either going to step up to the plate or you get weeded out. The lights get too bright or you fit right in. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Lexi blended right in with the lights. Aaliyah blended right in. Kelsey blended right in. The moment was never too big for none of our girls, it seemed like. You know what I'm saying? Besides that last play with Kelsey, but we love Kelsey over here. You know what I'm saying? The superstars have mistakes in a clutch moment sometimes, right? Anyways, let's talk about Aaliyah Boston. I expect Aaliyah Boston to hold more screens next year. I want Aaliyah Boston being like, I don't want her to slim down. I just want Aaliyah Boston to be more like conditioned. You know what I'm saying? Because I love the way Aaliyah's body is. Like she holds the screen. Like she don't hold the screen, but she has everything she needs. She don't need to slim down or tone up. Everything is perfect the way it is. I just need Aaliyah to improve her condition because it do look like she be gassed out. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? She never played alongside somebody like Caitlyn. It takes time to get your body adjusted to it. You know, it's cool. Kelsey was already ready. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kelsey, I don't have nothing to say about Kelsey's improvement other than probably defense and, like, be patient. You know what I'm saying? Playing inside Caitlin Clark's system. and not playing hero ball so much, because I love the way Kelsey was playing toward the end of the season, coming off pin downs, faking DHOs with Aaliyah Boston, and going back door for the back cut. She was torching the league on them back cuts, making them like being a menace. It's her speed, chef's kiss. You know what I'm saying? Am I thinking about anything? Temi, I need Temi 3-point shots. Hey, Temi, hey, we need Temi's jump shot to be like, I don't need nothing else from Temi. Great wing player. I just need that 3 ball. If Temi develops that 3 ball, this girl is going to be a monster. Because if Temi's out there spacing with the way that she can shut down girls, like she's literally eating girls' lunch. She ate Angel Reese's lunch. You know what I'm saying? She was even like doing well against Aja Wilson. Temi was doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? Dantas, y'all know how we feel about Dantas already. We want Dantas to just drop a little weight. You know what I'm saying? And respectfully, as I say that, I don't mean no disrespect that. We just talking about the athlete. I just want her to drop some weight so she can become more mobile. You know what I'm saying? Dantas is doing everything amazing. She's a sniper on the court. The only thing is she's not as mobile as she should be, or as she could be. Dantas adds a little speed to her game by dropping a little weight. It's another Dantas we talking about now. Now we talking about a Dantas that's not a liability on defense. A guard can't just dribble past her. You know what I'm trying to say? And yeah, pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah Boston, 3-point shooting. Aaliyah is good for the most part. Kayla Clark, y'all already know. She got improve our left hand. Kayla's going to do what Kayla do already. You know what I'm trying to say? Anyways, let's move on to the clip now, all right? Now, today, we doing something a little different. I want to literally, so usually when I will break down film, I will literally like break it down, and I will like plan what clips I want to talk about. Today, I randomized the clips, okay? I want to go over these clips as if it's our first time watching it. We're talking about the LA Sparks right now, right? I want to go over this as if it's our first time watching it. So look, right? I pick clips that I like though. Kaylin passes it to Kelsey. What happens immediately? The defense is not even set. This is what I mean by Kelsey's speed. She runs that floor like a gazelle, okay? Off the floor, but guess what? Who's open? Guess who's even stunting at her? 2 feet in the paint, Alyssa Smith's man's. Nothing against Alyssa Smith, you know what I'm saying? Because it seems like sometimes I'll be coming at Alyssa Smith a little too much, but it's just, like I say, when it's on our team, we gotta say it how it is. She clogged the lane, and Kelsey Mitchell's reaping the consequences for her.
Can't let Kelsey Mitchell get going.
Kelsey's just that good that she's going to make the shot happen, you know what I'm saying? Now, who do we have here? Kelsey to Caitlin. Now, what do we have right here? Alyssa Smith. What do y'all think Alyssa Smith gonna do right now? Who do you see right here? You see Aaliyah Boston spacing out, Lexi Holt spacing out. She always do. Rakia cannot help, cannot put a foot in that paint, because who's Kaylin looking at right now? Lexi. Yo, that connection is just there already. But look at this, right? Kaylin gets her off her feet. She spins around. What does she do? Boom, step back. Why did Kaylin step back? Who's the only person that's crossing the 3-point line on the way to the paint right now? Y'all take a wild guess. Cough, cough. You guessed it right. It was Alyssa Smith. Like, I don't know why do we go over this so much, but I wouldn't be bringing this up if it wasn't a problem. Kaylin was literally about to drive. Who starts slipping? Alyssa Smith. She was about to clog the lane for Kaylin once again. So what does Kaylin do? The same thing in last FIFA Friday. Step back, shoots a 3, and makes it C22 style. You know what I'm saying? That's just who Kaylin is. What do we have here? Aaliyah Boston. Now setting that screen, baby. That's all you need, Aaliyah. Miss Bow, bow, bow. Just set that screen. You know what I'm saying? She was about to set another one, but Kaylin takes it. No foul call either. No foul call on that is crazy work, by the way. You know what I'm trying to say? But what do we have here? Kaylin power dribble. Step back. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You have Kaylin. Well, if Kaylin... It's so much that can be added to this girl's bag, bro. Like, it's so much film to break down. We are going to have the most fun we've ever had breaking down the FIBA basketball next season. Listen, man. And by the way, for all of those who is like, because this FIBA reaction is going to be out a little late. And obviously, if you're watching it right now, you know it wasn't dropped at 6 p.m. Eastern time as normal. But if you made it to this part, you know that I love you. I appreciate you. Comment, I made it. Comment, I was here. Comment FIFA Fridays. Comment whatever you want to comment. But I love you. Smash that like button. You guys smash the like button for Venom. You know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all in the next reaction. Smash that sub button. 12K on the way. I love y'all. More merchandise. We ain't done yet. I'm going to see y'all in the next reaction. Let's go.